Greetings, Inglewood residents. My name is Yvonne Horton, and I am your Inglewood City Clerk. On June 8, 2010, the County of Los Angeles conducted the primary elections in the city of Inglewood, and many of you voted for one of 9 candidates for mayor of Inglewood. For those of you who voted in the June primary, thank you for voicing your opinion and your commitment to the democratic process. For those of you who did not have a chance to vote in the June election, I encourage you to participate in the upcoming August 31st mayoral runoff election between Councilwoman Judy Dunlap and Councilman Danny Tabor. It is important to note that the date of the mayoral runoff election and the candidates participating in the mayoral election has changed. Mr. James T. Butts, Jr. placed in second the June 8, 2010 election, with Councilman Danny Tabor placing first, was originally scheduled to participate in an August 17th mayoral runoff election. However, due to the challenge of his registration, which prompted my office to conduct an investigation of the county voter registration records, evidence was disclosed that indicated Mr. Butts was not registered in the city of Inglewood in time to run for the June 8, 2010 election. The county register, after their investigation, concluded that Mr. Butts was registered in the city of Inglewood on February 12, 2010, 4 days shy of 30-day requirement pursuant to our Inglewood City Charter. The investigation disclosed that Mr. Butts had submitted a change of address dated Saturday, February 6, 2010. However, this document was not date stamped. There was no evidence that the change of address was mailed or personally delivered to the county register prior to February 12th, the date it was processed by the county. Accordingly to the Inglewood City Charter, any person seeking to hold an elected office in the city of Inglewood must reside in the city and be a registered voter in the city 30 days prior to filing their nomination papers. Because the county failed to date stamp Mr. Butts' change of address and erroneously verified his registration prior to the June 8, 2010 election, and prior to concluding our investigation, I gave Mr. Butts several opportunities to dispute the evidence provided by the county. We asked him to provide our office with an affidavit under penalty of perjury that he had complied with the residency requirements. He repeatedly refused to affirm in writing under penalty of perjury or verbally provide an explanation. And in fact, I would like you to listen to the direct testimony provided to our City Council by our legal counsel, Mr. Fred Rucher. Attorney Rucher, can you help me with that? I just want to be exact.
I think he said something about that nothing good can come from my submitting an affidavit, and therefore I've been advised not to do that, or something like that.
Okay, and so at that time the attorney said, "You want to?"
And we tried to explain to us that quite the contrary, that the way things stood right now, the voter registration records showed that he was registered on the 12th, and that was too late to be a candidate, and that therefore we were actually trying to seek his assistance in getting information that could allow him to be qualified, and that we needed to have something under oath from him that would explain how he turned in his registration form and on the date in which he turned it in, and that would be something that would help him rather than hurt him. It wasn't that nothing good can come of it, quite the contrary.
And at that, accordingly, on July 20th, all the evidence was presented to the Inglewood City Council. The council unanimously decided that in the absence of an affidavit from Mr. Butts indicating that he qualified to run in the June 8th mayoral election, they were bound by the charter to disqualify Mr. Butts and allow the next highest vote getter, Councilwoman Judy Dunlap, to participate in the August 31st mayoral runoff election. The Inglewood City Council also decided, in the interest of fairness, to change the date of the mayoral runoff election between Councilman Danny Tabor and Councilwoman Judy Dunlap from August 17th to August 31st. Please write this date, August 31st, 2010, down on a piece of paper and circle it on your calendar. August 31st is the date of the mayoral runoff election between Councilman Danny Tabor and Councilwoman Judy Dunlap. God has a way of making you laugh, and after 19 elections in 7 years, although this is no laughing matter, it is a twist of faith for all of those involved, including you, the voters. Please know I sympathize with your voter fatigue. However, this election, like any other election, is very important. As your Inglewood City Clerk, I humbly ask that you please vote August 31st, 2010. Please remember, it is never too late to enforce the law, except when there is a statute of limitations. Further uncovering the hidden truth is not always obvious, easy, or expeditious, but it is still the right thing to do. I believe in justice, and I believe in you, and the power of your vote to change things. Don't forget to vote August 31st. Thank you for your time.